fuel industry and its enablers have a special responsibility. Last year, the oil and gas industry reaped a record $4 trillion windfall in net income. Yet for every dollar it spends on oil and gas drilling and exploration, only 4 cents went to clean energy and carbon capture combined. Trading the future for 30 pieces of silver is immoral. The world needs the industry to apply its massive resources to drive, not obstruct, the global move from fossil fuels to renewables and reap the benefits if they themselves lead the transition.
Let's get some more analysis on this now. Pieter de Pous is the lead on the fossil fuel transition programme at the climate change think tank E3G, and he joins us live now from Berlin. Peter, it's quite a scathing statement there from Guterres. He's got a point, hasn't he?
Absolutely, and it's not the first time he's come out clearly on this topic. Few years ago, he came out very clearly on the topic of coal specifically, calling for a global stop to build new coal, start phasing out coal, and that is something that then the world took a big step on at the COP in Glasgow. So there's a precedent there, and I think he's very right to point out the need to phasing out all fossil fuels.
That statistic he gave us, for every dollar of profit they make, just 4 cents goes into clean energy and carbon capture. I mean, that tells the story itself, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I think that's tells you a lot, I think, about what would happen if governments won't take action on this. But I think, again, the progress that's been made around the topic of coal phase out, I think, points away to how governments can start responding to this the bigger problem of all fossil fuels. And there's some very important, encouraging initiatives underway to look to adopt both targets to grow the share of renewable energy in the world and to agree to a global phase out of fossil fuels at COP.
Peter, do you think the fossil fuel companies will listen to him, or will they just simply wait for the headlines to go away in 24 hours' time?
It's hard to say. I think there are definitely a lot of fossil fuel companies, particularly in the gas sector and oil sector, who are very bullish on the outlook for themselves. There is the issue of the COP president himself, who's come under a lot of fire for conflicts of interest. At the same time, there's a lot of leadership coming from other countries. There is a lot of momentum around the clean energy revolution that's happening, particularly in the power sector. I think that is not something that can be ignored either. And I think the next couple of months are going to be really critical to try and make progress on that as we're going into the COP in Dubai.
Pieter de Pous from the E3G climate change think tank in Berlin. Thanks for your insight.
Thank you.